Alright guys. How you guys doing? We are back. Let me lower the volume. Um yeah, I don't know what happened. I think it was like an update or something. So um but we're back in. We're gonna continue with our grind. I don't know what happened. Good thing that our cargo was saved anyways.
See that little red bubble? Don't let it escape. Beautiful. Racing those little shits on sight. Insta-kill.
Alright. Beautiful. Alright. Get all of our perks. Continue our grind. Oh, a Kashmir. There we go. Got that done.
Extraction bird in your AO. Limited time offer.
Okay, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. You're only gonna play maybe for like another hour, cause the most I can do is like 2 hours. And I gotta rest a couple hours. pack a punch. Round 27.
Hey,
We'll
need to
maybe
shut down that
still
pickup offer for
do
now, team.
round 30. You know what? I'm gonna go over here, like right there, right here. Let me see what's up. The problem is that there's not a place, bro, where you can just spam, bro. It's annoying. Like training is kind of, it gets annoying, you know.
Tear them to pieces. Max ammo.
All right, I'm gonna stay here. See if we can use it as a like a leverage. But they still come around and hit you from over here, bro. Like you can't do that. You can't like if you go over here, you can't do that. You have to go straight, but they are able to do it. That's dumb. Look at that. I'm getting stuck. Another one. Really? So annoying, bro. Dude, really?
Extraction is ready when you are, Alpha.
Alright. Let's see if over here is better. The only thing I heard about is that when you're reloading your armor, even if you out of bullets, it doesn't reload the armor until you stop getting hit. That's annoying, bro. Dude, see? I couldn't even reload. That was like 4 times. 4 times it tried to reload, but it didn't.
Suspending exfil for
So
now.
annoying, bro.
You're on your own.
Alright. 33. Let's go to 35. If we can. An abomination there, we won't be able to do anything. Get your ass out of here. 2 HP, dude. Alright. We're gonna do one more round. I'm gonna go at 35. Alright. It's going to be dog round. One on each side. There's 2 over here and 2 over here. There we go. Alright, let's quit. Alright. Okay. So this is the one I use. It's the RNK multisome. The maximum is a 7 magnification. Normal is 3. So we go all the way to the top. You have normal, right? It's just you can. It's just that's it. It's normal from all the way to here. Then here you got 1.5s, 3. This one, and then 2, 3, and then 4, 4. And then you have dual and all the way to 4.5, right? Same thing with this one. This one also the same thing. This one's a 3, this one's a 3 and a 7. This one's the one that I'm using right now. And then there's this one. It's a 2, but it's a thermal indicator, right? And then the last one is just 7 magnification, like completely. There's no 2. It's always 7. So that's why I got the other one, because it's a 3. So normally it does, pretty still good distance for a 3. Like 1.5 to 3 is a decent for any assault rifle, right? So I got that one. I have nothing yet on this one. Barrel. Like you can see right here where it says firepower, right? You will see that on I have nothing. But and then you have gain twist barrel. And you will look at the green. The green is going to tell you what is the buff that is giving you on your gun, right? So if we're on the first one, right? We're on grain twist barrel. It says it has 3 arrows bullet velocity. But then you go down to long barrel damage, and it gives you way more, like literally half more than the grain twist barrel. And then you go to the GF, okay? It lowers the damage on the firepower, and then it takes away accuracy. And then you get the reinforced barrel that gives you the most firepower, and not only that, but also gives you a little bit of bullet velocity. 2 hours for damage, 2 hours for bullet velocity. And then you get the short barrel, and then it just gives you more handling. We don't care about that, right? So obviously, logically, and looking how it looks, reinforced barrel is always going to be the best bet. Okay, But for right now, I'm gonna use long barrel because I can put that toughness. Now this one, normally you don't want the G grip because it gives you a lot of ADS right here, laser visible in ADS. It gives you a lot of ADS number of the time. It will reduce mobility and handling. But it just there's a few weapons that it doesn't do that. So as you can see, there's no red or no lowering in the firepower, mobility, or accuracy, right? Like none of them. So you go here, vertical grip, horizontal recoil control. It doesn't matter because you get the other one lights foregrip, and it's the same. You can see that the accuracy doesn't change. Okay, it doesn't matter which one you use. The green, it stays the same. Then you go to the G grip, and you can see a slight increase. Which one's that one? Hip fire to ADS accuracy. That's the one that it busts it out. Okay, because you have recoil, out of sway, and then recoil, right? You get this one with this one, right? So obviously, and then you get the marksman foregrip, and then you get the position foregrip. This is the one that you normally will use on all of your guns, because the one that gives you the most. And then you have this one for both accuracy and mobility. Technically, it doesn't matter because this one will do what you want, so you don't need the other one. And then, as you can see, the green you see on the G, they're basically the same, right? So it's just your preference. I'll go with this one just because it has hip fire to ADS accuracy. So simple. We have extended mag 1 already, so I'm gonna put that in. Quick draw. Normally you want the ergonomic grip. It's the one that gives you the most. Okay. Then you go like, oh, put that quick draw or assault grip or whatever because it gives you most aim. And look at the buff. Look at the aim and look at the jump. It doesn't matter. Okay. That's stupid. Simple. All right. Just look at the green and telling me which one gives you more handling. Okay. Quick draw grip. Look at the green. Now we go in the bottom. Assault grip. There's no difference. Okay. It doesn't change at all. And then you get command grip. This one you can see that it got a tiny buff, right? And then you go to the CQB, right? And then you have a bigger buff. That's basically double, right? But then you see where it says dive, slide, sprint, and then jumping, right? And then you go to ergonomic grip. It doesn't change at all. It's the same. The only difference why I would get this one, even though it's the same as the other one, because this one has aim down sight, and normally you use the aim down sight most of the time because the players slide around, and it helps with the aiming. So you'll get the ergonomic grip. That's the one that you want the most, right? It's that simple. There's no need for people to be like, oh, this is the new meta. This is no. It's all BS, man. It's all BS. Okay. Then you come here and you get get the livestock, get the balance pad, get the blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. Same thing. Okay. Look at the green. Look at the accuracy. This one is mobility. Nobody wants mobility technically. Okay. Because what you want is accuracy. You want to be able to hit that person almost 100% of the time. That's what you want to do. So you go to the one that gives you accuracy, and the only one that gives you accuracy is heavy stock. Every other one gives you mobility and handling. Okay, you go down to balance pad, it gives mobility. You go to inflator, it gives aim, walk, speed, movement, but just a little bit. This one gives you way more. Okay, and then you go to combat pad. It normally gives you everything, right? Should give you everything, but it doesn't. It only gives you accuracy and mobility, a little bit of flinch, a little bit of aim, walk, and speed. So if you're smart, you will get heavy stock because it gives you more accuracy. That's the whole point. Because if you're not a cheater and you don't use the what's it called, that aimbot, right? Or you don't use the chronozen or the other one that is basically the same thing as the chronozen, then you want this one, right? It's the only one that gives you more accuracy. And then you would want, normally you would use you have steady aim, right? It says, oh, use steady aim, use our tactic laser, target laser, because whatever, like it was say here, target laser, aim out of sway and aim whatever. But you can see where it says firepower, accuracy, mobility, where you have your stuff, right? There's nothing there, right? Literally. All right, hold on. I have to take this one off, and then laser. All right. Streak laser, hip fire, right? That's a little bit in accuracy, and then you get tactical laser, handling. Nobody cares. You want accuracy. That's what you want, right? Steady aim laser, hip fire. Look at how little it gives you, and then the streak laser gives you just a little bit more, right? And then you go to fast motion laser. Look at the accuracy that it's given you. It's a huge buff to accuracy. Alright, it's literally half more. And then you go to target laser. It gives you it slows down a little bit, right? So it's easy to tell. I have this one because I mean that's the only one that I want to have unlocked. And then you have bullet velocity. Check out the firepower. It bursts the velocity, but it doesn't matter. Okay. And then you go to FMG. You give more firepower, right? The penetration damage. And then you go to recoil. You would this is the only one that you would choose. Okay, there's only two options here. What you want? You want more firepower or you want more accuracy. It depends on you. I would normally go for more accuracy because there's nothing because the reason is when especially like in Warzone or on multiplayer, if you are going to be playing those versions of the game, your aim sucks. So you want the most accuracy available. So you're gonna go with the recoil control. It's the only one that gives you accuracy. So I don't have it. Obviously, if I'm just using the offer pressure and then the FMG gives me more. So obviously I'm gonna pick it. So normally in every gun, doesn't matter what it is, any SMG or assault rifle, you will always want to use the what's it called? What? It's muscle brake. My bad. You would always want to use muscle brake. Okay. If you look at the accuracy, muscle brake. Okay, and then you go down to compensator, it lowers half, and then you go to portal compensator, and then you get a little bit more, and then this one, look at that. It takes away accuracy and handling, and it gives you more firepower, damage, and bullet velocity. But the whole point is that you want the accuracy. So you would not want to use this. You would want to use it only like in zombies because it doesn't matter. Like the zombies move around so much. So you want muscle brake. It's always gonna be your number one pick. Always pick muscle brake. Gives you more accuracy. It's logic. Okay. Muscle brake. On barrel, you want reinforced barrel because in this one you get the damage in your firepower and bullet velocity. Your underbarrel, normally you would want to use precision foregrip. Okay. The extended, yeah, the magazine is whatever you want to use. It doesn't matter. So and then on grip, you want to use the ergonomic grip. Okay. On stock, heavy stock, always. In laser, you would want to have fast motion laser. Obviously, gives you the most. And then on this one, you will normally want to use the recoil spring. That will be always in any gun you use. Doesn't matter which one gun what assault rifle it is. Doesn't matter what SMG, what sniper. It doesn't matter. Those are the obvious ones that you are gonna use every single time because it doesn't matter what these TikTokers or the other whatever they want you want to call them. Oh, this is the new meta. This is the new meta. No. I, for a time, believed them for a moment because they were obviously, they were killing me really fast, like 2-3 bullets, maximum 5 bullets, and I'm dead. I go down, right? And I'm using at least 10 to 15 bullets on them, and they kill me first, right? Even though you shoot them first, right? You shoot them first, you already did like 12 bullets, and then they shoot you with 3 or 5, and you're down. But the key point was that you shot them first, not later. You shot them first. but for some reason you still went down. Okay, and then when you look at it, and their end, they're the one that shot you first. But then if you look closely, right, and not pay attention how many bullets he used, he had perfect aim. Okay, and that's false. It doesn't exist. It's a lie. Okay. Now, um, I'm gonna show you so I can know that it's not. I'm not lying. Okay. We're gonna go to war zone. We gotta go to weapons. We gotta go to loadouts. Okay. Now, you go to your weapons, right? So this is how I have them. Okay. These are the top five um, best guns from best to number one to number five. Okay, this is an assault rifle. Okay, this is number one. I spent 2 hours on doing every attachment to get the most firepower and the most bullet velocity. It didn't matter, bro. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. These is these are the best ways, and it's always gonna be the same ones. This one, because I'm barely unlocking, so I'm not gonna have the attachments that I normally use for every single gun. But this is number one. Even without the attachment, this is one is still the fastest of them all. Okay, I'm barely even like a quarter there, because these guns max out like in level 40s, late 40s, 41, 42, 43, whatever. Okay, number one in fastest TTK, FFAR. Okay, number two, this one is a SMG. Okay, so you can see it doesn't matter. I'm giving you from best to last. You have your LC10. This gun is maxed out, obviously you can tell. Okay, third best is the Kilo 141. Okay, fourth will be the PP919. Okay, also an SMG. Okay, the Kilo is an assault rifle. As you can see, assault rifles number one is the FFAR, and then in second place is an SMG LC10. Third place is a assault rifle Kilo 141. Fourth place is a SMG PP919. And then in fifth place is also an SMG, the Ladra. Okay, it is the best you can get. Now, I'm gonna show you the ones that are maxed out, right? As you can see, I'm using the Akura, right? This one has a 3x zoom. Okay, yes, a 3x zoom. So that's your average that you want to use. But I'm actually going to change them for the multi zoom. Okay, I'm gonna change them for the multi zoom, because it's way better. Having the ability to have like your regular um, uh, um, what's it called, optic, and then if you want to shoot far away and like scare someone or whatever, you can top it to go to 7x zoom. Okay, so the optic is your option, right? You can have no optic. You can have a 1.5, a 3, or this one, the one that has go to maximum 7. It just depends on you. Okay, for muzzle brake, okay, it gives you the most. Okay, reinforced barrel, it gives you the most on firepower and damage and bullet velocity. Okay, like I said, an underbarrel precision foregrip, because look at this. If you go down to the G grip, normally is the one that you technically use also, but look at this. You see all of the firepower, mobility, and handling are normal, and you have a huge buff on accuracy. Watch when I go to the G grip. Okay, it's slightly, okay, but not as much as the precision foregrip. Okay, simple. Extended, that's your option. Rear grip, you don't use it because you want the most accuracy. So rear grip technically doesn't matter. What's gonna matter is your reinforced barrel, your barrel, your under barrel, and then your stock, your laser, and your fire mount as what's worth is the one that gives you most accuracy if you put the accuracy into consideration. On stock, you're gonna have heavy stock, okay, because it gives you obviously, like I said, more accuracy. Fast motion laser gives you the most accuracy on your weapon. Recoil spring gives you the most on your accuracy. As you can see, the handling, because the only thing that gives you handling is the rear grip, but that's the um uh what's it called, on cons on not having on maxing out your accuracy on your gun. Okay, from firepower to accuracy, this is the ones you want to get. Okay, muzzle brake, reinforced barrel, position grip, heavy stock, fast motion, and recoil spring. Always. Okay, watch the third gun. Okay, recoil spring, fast motion laser. This one, balance stock because it's a little bit different. But I normally use heavy stock because I was using this gun for a zombies, so that's why I changed it. But this one, obviously, you're gonna want to put it on heavy stock, right? So heavy stock. Uh, the I changed this to handling because obviously same thing. I was using the what's it called? The zombies, right? So I changed it. So you're gonna remove this one, and then you go to on the barrel, and then you're gonna use the precision foregrip. Okay, it gives you the most accuracy. Um, you and then magnetic suppressor. This one obviously because it has bullet velocity and damage. And zombies, it gives you extra salvage with the bullet velocity and damage. So, but on obviously Warzone and multiplayer, you want to use the muzzle brake always. Okay, so muzzle brake, reinforced barrel, precision grip, heavy stock, fast motion, recoil. That's what I always have. PP19. Okay, muzzle brake, reinforced barrel, ergonomic grip. Because on this one, there's only 8, so you can also use here the wheel grip. So it doesn't matter. Ergonomic grip because it gives you, as I said right there, it says aim, right? It gives you the most aim. Heavy stock, fast motion, FMG. This one obviously I was also using on what's it called? The zombies. So I've changed it, but recoil spring is the one that I normally use. And this one I always use this one because like the gun is so small, so you know it's more useful. And 5, you can see here, muzzle brake, reinforced barrel, G grip, ergonomic grip, heavy stock, recoil spring, right? It's always same thing. I just finished doing this gun, so I was using it on zombies as well. But you want to take this off, and then you want to put, we can use this one. So take this one off, and then what's our precision? This one. And then you want our laser to be fast motion. I normally move them around because I play a lot of zombies. That's what I mainly do. I play zombies. Okay, so recoil spring, fast motion, heavy, precision, reinforced barrel, muzzle brake. This one, I'm actually going to change it for the number 3x. This one, I'm gonna change it for that one. Uh, I'm gonna use this one right here. Okay, so these are the top 5. Okay, don't believe the TikTokers, the streamers, whatever you want to call them. Don't believe the TikTok streamers. They're just lying to you, bro. And we'll show you the reason why. Okay, I already tried them out, right? The speed will be on you. Okay, that has nothing to do with it, right? So you can see on the right left corner, target killed, accuracy, damage, moving target, and then time to kill. Technically nothing else matters. What only matters is the time to kill, because you want the time, you want it to kill the person the fastest. Okay, now we're gonna do it again because I messed up. Okay, there you go. It's a 6.4. Look at the time, 6.4. Okay, that's the time to kill. Okay, that's the time to kill. Okay, it depends on where you shoot the person, right? Like up here or right here, right in the very bottom. You will get you will kill them faster. Normally it's like in the upper portion where you kill them faster. So this gun gives you the most in time to kill. Okay, see, 4.7, and then if I go on like in the bottom, like right here in the bottom, 6.4, right? It gives you the fastest. So um, let me exit, go to loadout, and then you get the LC10. Okay, let's go to firing range. Okay, same thing. Look at the time to kill. 6.8. Okay, I shoot it mostly in the bottom. That's dead center. Okay, 5.2. Okay, the FFAR is still faster than the LC10. I tried it many times. This one's second place. Okay, now let's go on top. Okay, look at that. 5.2. The more higher you go, the better you do. But the reason why you can also um it will work better is because this one is maxed out. That's why you have the fastest kill. If the other gun have a maxed out, you put the best you have, like recoil and everything, the FFAR wins, because that's what I did. I used the same attachments. FFAR was faster to kill. So, and if you can see, like, and then they will tell you, oh, use this attachment, use this and this and this, because it gives you the most accuracy. You have an accuracy like if you're using a Chrono Zen. No, it's not. Okay, that's a totally lie. Okay, I used them. This is how you tell. Okay, you're gonna aim, right? Aim. Put it in the middle of the body, because that's normally what you always want to shoot, right? In the middle of the body. Do not touch your thumbs, okay? Your thumbsticks. Do not touch them. Not the left one, not the right one. Don't touch nothing. All you're gonna do is use the trigger for the aim and then the trigger for the firing. And watch this, okay? It still goes up, okay? Watch, okay? Watch this. Look at that, okay? It goes up, okay? And remember, look, watch. Remember, it has the most accuracy, bro. It has the most accuracy. The LC10 has the most accuracy of basically every gun. Okay, watch this. Go to fire range. Okay, 5.7. Okay, because the attachments I don't have the same time. But look at this. Okay, we're gonna do it on the side. Okay, watch this. Okay, you see that? But that's normally because you're gonna do it. So because you put in the most accuracy, you're gonna try to hold the gun, right? And that's basically how you have it. Okay, so just by holding the gun just a little bit, right? I moved, right? I was moving, but if you hold the gun, you'll be really accurate, because that's the entire point of the, like, you can't expect the gun just to have perfect aim. You have to control with your right thumb. Okay, the LC10 has the most accuracy. If you look at the accuracy on this one, right? Because it's level 16. The attachments, I don't have them, right? Like, I don't have the recoil springs yet. Okay, I don't have like the best on here. The LC10. Look at the accuracy. It's all maxed out. The kilo. Okay, look at the kilo. It's almost maxed out. The LC10 has way more accuracy, right? All right, we're gonna go to. I got a message. All right. Okay. Now you got the LC10, the LC10, the kilo. Okay. Remember, this is maxed out the most you can, and this one has the biggest drum. Okay, it has 80. Every other gun has 55 to 60 in the mag. This one has 80. Okay, in the middle, 6.4. All right, that's your time, 6.4. Let's go a little bit up. Okay, see, it doesn't matter. The kilo will always be right there. Okay, 6.2. Okay, obviously if you shoot it on the head, I mean if I can even aim at the head, okay, that's 5.6. So it's way faster. That's literally one something faster. Okay, now watch this. Just holding the aim and then putting the trigger, not touching the sticks or anything. See how that looks, right? It's more consistent, more and these are like way off. Okay, and then you hold it, right? Oh my bad. Hold it. Look at that. Look at that. Just a tiny bit. It's way better than this one over here. Way better. No, I still didn't know. This one's a little bit more better. This one's a little bit better. But the accuracy, okay? Look at that. Okay? That's what you want. So, third kilo, and then the PP. Okay? Obviously, it's all maxed out. It has the recoil. Okay? So, this was what I used. Alright? Magnification 3 times. Body. 6.7. Okay, you saw that? 6.7. We're gonna go again. 6 point, and then you got 5.7. You saw that? 6.5. You see how it alternates, even though you're trying to have it steady the most you can. 5.9. That's the reason why this one is in 4th place. Okay, so it's not bad. It's actually pretty good. Sometimes you can get it faster than normal. Okay, now watch this without me using what's it called, without moving the sticks near them. Just like aim and then just shoot. Watch this. Look at that. You see how it barely even moved? Okay. And this one has the most ammo, right? With 5 more than the kilo. Watch this. I'm just gonna hold it, okay, and then shoot. Now I'm not gonna touch the sticks. Watch this. You see in the beginning where it stayed firm, right there. You see that? You see right there? That's what you want. Even though the kilo, and then obviously if you hold it, right? That just depends on your, you know, and how good you are for moving it. But if you look at the kilo, the accuracy is not that maxed out. Okay, not like the kilo or the LC10. Imagine if you were able to have, what was the one again? If you had the grip, if you had the grip, the one that goes in front, to be able to maximize that accuracy. This technically will be the gun with the most controlled accuracy of them all. It would beat the LC10 with the accuracy, but unfortunately, it doesn't. And then lastly, you have the Ladra. Okay. Now we go to firing range. Oh, hold on. Let's go back. All right. The Ladra. Look at the accuracy. Okay, is almost also maxed out. Okay. Now go to firing range, and then as you can see, the bullets has 66. Okay. We're gonna go in the middle. Okay. 5.6. Okay. 5.6. 6.2. 5.6. That's the reason why it's in last place. Okay, 5.6. It doesn't beat the other ones, okay, but it's almost there, and then it alternates from 5.6 to 6.2, 6.7. That's the reason why you don't want that type of inconsistency on a gun. Okay, the other two have way more consistency on the time to kill. That's the reason why it goes last, because even though it sounds and it looks like it shoots the fastest, it doesn't, unfortunately. Okay, so same thing here. just the trigger, okay, right, and then you hold it. That's basically how it looks. That's the reason why it's in last place. Okay, 5.6. Okay, 5.7. But that was a headshot. That was a headshot. Okay, 5.7. That was me. I did wrong. 5.7, 6.4. That's normally what you're gonna get. It gives you the most accuracy. Okay, this is the fastest one. And then obviously it will be the LC10 will also be the one that you want to go for. So it just depends on which one you like the most. You want the FFAR or the LC10. FFAR beats the LC10 just by a tiny bit. Look at that. 7.4. 5.2. That's the reason why it's in second place. Okay. 5.4. You see that? So that's basically what you're gonna have. Okay. What is that? Oh. Uh. So yeah, but that's that those are the top five guns. Okay. I spent 2 hours. That's the top. Okay. That's the order of the guns. Um, I am going to leave it there for today. Maybe come back at night. I am really tired, but hopefully y'all can understand how it works, and don't believe the um why TikTokers or the guys are like, oh, this is the new meta. Like every time you hop into Warzone and you're like, oh, this is the new one. Oh, this is the new one. Or the other guys are like, nah, really? Oh, you think, oh, that's that gun can be true or whatever. And then they go in and then they start shooting. I showed you proof, okay, with the maxed out accuracy in every single gun. Okay, no gun gives you perfect aim. They all have recoil. Okay, they all shoot ups. They spike up. Obviously, the recoil is you. You are the one that's gonna have to control the gun. Okay, the attachments give you the most accuracy, but you have to, at the end of the day, have to control the gun either way. There's nothing else. If you see all the YouTubers that plays multiplayer or Warzone, or TikTokers that also play Warzone, okay, and you see them, they have perfect aim every time. They're cheating, bro. I hate to say it, but they're cheating. I showed you firsthand, just aiming and shooting, not even touching the thumbsticks. Okay, there is no gun, no matter how much you buff the accuracy, is never gonna be perfect. Never. Okay, never. They're using three things: a chronozen, the other one that's exactly like it is basically the same thing as a chronozen, and then or they're using in their PC, they're using hacks. My bad. There's four. The third one is the PC, they're using hacks, perfect aim, whatever you want to call it, aimbot, all of that stuff. Or the one that they started to do, even people started doing it recently, okay, is disassembling the chronozen and putting it inside their controllers to always have perfect aim. Okay, you can look it up on TikTok. They were dumb to go get their thumbs fixed and change the colors or whatever, like do an upgrade to the controller. And then people saw that there's some TikTokers and YouTubers that have a chronosync built in the controller itself. Okay, so when they tell you like, oh, when you tell the streamer, TikTok, YouTube, whatever you want to call it, any platform that they're in, they're like, oh, let me see your controller, or they're like showing you the controller to supposedly see that they're not cheating. Okay, like there you have there's a camera on the controller, right, when they're playing, so you can see they're not cheating. They're definitely cheating. If you see them, that for most of the time, 9 times out of 10, they always have, but basically perfect aim almost every time. They're cheating. Okay, 100% cheating. Okay, so don't believe them. They're cheating. It doesn't matter what is they're using. Every form, all forms, okay, that they're using is cheating. Okay, to have that kind of aim. So don't even believe them. I don't know why. Like y'all, for some reason, y'all want to be gullible and believe them. Okay, that was what gives me like, why, you know. But as that said, I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna record the video, the one right here, and then putting the that demonstrating the accuracy and the maxed out and everything on TikTok. Um, and then I'm gonna also put it on YouTube. I'm gonna put like a short film or whatever it is. I don't know how to call it. See how I can do it, so y'all can see, instead of watching like the entire 1 hour whatever that I've been playing, just that part, so y'all can see it. I don't get bamboozled by these YouTubers, streamers, kicks, or whatever you want to call them. All right. So that will be it for me for today. I'm pretty tired. Um. Uh. I will see you maybe at night. I don't know. It just depends. But as always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the dream. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment.